Donald Trump will become the 47th president of the United States.
It's now official. CNN projects that Donald Trump has been elected president.
Donald Trump returning to the White House as the 47th president of the United States.
Well, you heard it right. Trump just won a second term. So you might not like the results, but everything will be okay. No need to freak out. Well, unless you came here illegally. In that case, maybe a little worry is justified. But for all of us, there's a lot to consider about what another Trump term could mean for New York City. So let's break it down by the key issues: immigration, the economy, abortion, climate change, and foreign policy. Timestamps are in the description below. First up, immigration. New York City has long been a sanctuary city, protecting undocumented immigrants from federal deportation efforts. Under Trump's previous administration, cities like New York City clashed with his push for stricter immigration enforcement. If he's back in office, we'd probably see an even tougher stance on illegal immigration, which would directly impact the city's policies. As mentioned in his MSG rally, he vowed to ban sanctuary cities, which refused to cooperate with the federal government in enforcing immigration laws, and to invoke the 1798 Alien Enemies Act law to deport immigrants with criminal records. Since New York City is his hometown and he comes back frequently, he promised supporters during his Bronx rally that he will work with the city official to get the city back on track, insisting that the biggest negative impact against lower-income neighborhoods is due to the influx of migrants in New York. With his policies in place, this might lead to increased ICE activity, making neighborhoods with high immigrant populations feel like they are living under constant surveillance. But immigration isn't the only area where New York City could see a shakeup. Let's talk about how Trump's economic policies might hit the city. New York City is a global financial hub, and Trump's economic policies would likely have a significant impact here. His administration previously pushed for corporate tax cuts and rolled back financial regulations, benefiting large corporations and financial institutions, many of which are headquartered here in the city. Wall Street would likely see a boost, which could mean more job opportunities and market growth for New York City's finance sector. While large firms might see increased profits, small businesses and middle-income New Yorkers could face greater challenges. Trump's economic policies focus heavily on tax cuts for high-income earners as well, and combined with the high cost of living, New York City's middle and working class might struggle even more to make ends meet, deepening the city's economic divide. However, Trump has always advocated for creating jobs and bringing businesses back to America, and that's something New York City could gain from. His focus on local manufacturing and domestic job creation might lead to new opportunities for skilled workers and increased job security across the city. But Trump's influence wouldn't stop at the economy. Another key issue where New York could see dramatic shifts is abortion. Abortion is a deeply divisive issue across the country, and New York City, known for its progressive stance, is no exception. Polls suggested that Kamala Harris's strongest policy is abortion, and since Trump re-entered office, his federal policies restricting abortion access, especially given his track record of appointing conservative judges who played a role in overturning Roe v. Wade, would have a significant impact on the issue. Trump has stated he will leave the decision on abortion rights to individual states, which raises concerns given the current national landscape. Fortunately for New Yorkers, our state laws currently protect the right to abortion, ensuring that women can make their own healthcare decisions. Meanwhile, the city may become a destination for those seeking abortions from neighboring states with tighter restrictions, putting additional pressure on local healthcare providers. New York City could become a battleground, with its reputation as a sanctuary city for reproductive rights becoming more significant than ever. And as the city grapples with social issues, another looming question is how Trump's stance on climate change would affect New York City's future. While Trump's stance on climate policy has faced criticism, his focus on practical solutions and economic growth could still benefit New York City. Instead of strict environmental regulations, Trump emphasized innovation and job creation in sectors like energy and infrastructure. by promoting natural gas and other energy sources. His policies could make energy more affordable for New Yorkers and reduce the strain of high utility costs, especially for middle and low-income residents. Trump's support for infrastructure development could lead to much-needed upgrades for New York City's transportation system, making it more resistant against extreme weather events. A focus on modernizing infrastructure could improve the city's resilience without placing a huge economic burden on businesses and residents. As he commented during his Bronx rally, "Our subways are squalid and unsafe," and he pledged to make it beautiful again. Finally, there's one more critical area where Trump's policies could hit New York City hard: foreign policy. New York City isn't just a national hub, it's a global one. Under Trump, we likely see a return to America First foreign policy, emphasizing reducing international alliances and renegotiating trade deals. His focus on fair trade deals and strengthening U.S. industry could benefit New York City businesses that rely on American-made products and local manufacturing, potentially creating more jobs in the city. Conversely, many New York City businesses rely heavily on international tourism, trade, and its role as a global business center, and these shifts could have significant consequences. Trump's tough stance on China and other major trading partners might impact New York City businesses that rely on imported goods or have foreign partnerships. Tariffs and trade restrictions could raise prices on everyday items, affecting both businesses and consumers. For a city that thrives on internationalism, Trump's foreign policy might mean New York City has to look inward more, offering a more unique opportunity to showcase New York City's strength on the world stage while also protecting the safety and prosperity of its residents. Each of these segments highlights how New York City could uniquely experience the effects of a Trump presidency across these key issues, with the city's resilience and diversity tested in unprecedented ways. New Yorkers have never shied away from expressing their opinions, especially about Trump. Back when he was president, the city saw massive protests on a regular basis, especially near Trump Tower. Since he is returning to office, we are already seeing even bigger gatherings as New Yorkers take to the streets to express both support and opposition. With social issues only intensifying, it wouldn't be surprising to see protests becoming daily occurrences in areas like Midtown, the Village, and Lower Manhattan. Only time would tell what another Trump presidency will look like for New York City. But one thing is for sure, New Yorkers are resilient. No matter who's in charge, they will always find a way to keep the city alive. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop your thoughts down below. And if you want a little extra, click here to see a skit I made with my roommate. Trust me, you do not want to miss this one.